Bowman the Showman, ladies and gentlemen. And you know exactly what the drill is for me. Yeah! Gang stuff! Yeah! Yes. Such a perfect day for me. It was Jimmie Johnson's first ever IndyCar start in the 48. Granted, he didn't really do much out of it as expected. But he didn't DNF and he didn't finish last. And Bowman won. Finally, first time since Dover 2017, the 48's in victory lane again. Finally, we can officially say that the 48 curse is over. For now, anyways. That's 3 out of 4 Hendrick cars locked into the chase. Or the playoffs, since I'm still stuck in 2004 to 2016. Sorry. So, yeah. And my thoughts on this race was kind of boring, so nothing really fun happened other than Joey Logano trying to pull a Carl Edwards 2016 Richmond move, because that was good stuff when Joey Logano was trying to have a say on Denny Hamlin's dominance. But then, of course, when Kevin Harvick blew his tire and slammed the wall pretty hard, that pretty much changed everything completely, and then it gave Alex Bowman the benefit. And of course, who can also forget the fact that it's Alex Palou's first win in IndyCar. Great! It's a great day to have the name Alex, don't you think, gentlemen? Don't you think, ladies and gentlemen? It's a great day to be named Alex today. And I love it. I love it. And this is finally the first career win for Ally since 2006 Talladega. And it's the first ever career win for them without dumping anyone. Since Brian Vickers accidentally dumped Jimmie Johnson, and then Jimmie Johnson followed the same exact method Brian Vickers did the 2019 Daytona Clash. So yeah, the Richmond race was indeed pretty boring, but it did pick up the last 100 laps when Joey Logano was trying to hustle and have a say on Denny Hamlin, which is typical Richmond racing whenever you have drivers right on the bumper of you trying to move you in the quarter panel without dumping you. Kind of like Ryan Newman, the closing laps of the 2013 Richmond race until Spingate happened. And I lived every last minute of the last 100 laps, so I technically just didn't really miss anything during the Richmond race while I was watching Birmingham. Yeah, I was disappointed Jimmie Johnson didn't have a decent finish, but hey, it's his first ever IndyCar start, so give him a chance, because, well, not everyone's going to skyrocket immediately when you start a new racing style. It doesn't work like that in any series, ever. Even for Legends standards, it doesn't work like that. Why do you think Sam Hornish Jr. and Dario Franchitti never found much success when they went to NASCAR, despite the championships they have in IndyCar? Don't expect Jimmie Johnson to be, like, tougher than Hercules in IndyCar. He's just there to have fun, kind of like how I race online in Gran Turismo. Something that people really need to have this basic perspective on. Jimmie Johnson has 7 championships and 83 Cup career wins to his name. He's got nothing left to prove. He's just there to enjoy himself for there on out, now that he has officially sold his NASCAR soul to the 7-time Champions Club. So from there on out, it's just whatever Jimmie Johnson feels like doing. He had fun driving IndyCar today and kept it clean all the way through. Even if when he spun out, he didn't seem to have any damage on it. Even when he was avoiding that first crash, which you gotta really feel bad for Ryan Hunter-Reay and Joseph Newgarden on. My good buddy Conrad had Joseph Newgarden winning that race only for that first crash to happen where he didn't even get to complete one lap. So yeah, so much for that one. And what do you know? The Alexes sweep both IndyCar and NASCAR today. So good job for Alex Palou on his first ever career win. I was disappointed that Will Power wasn't able to catch him, but hey, I'll take a podium finish. I'll certainly take a podium finish for Scott Dixon as well. And if you guys are going to write off Jimmie Johnson immediately, first of all, don't, even if he doesn't get good at IndyCar. Second of all, Jimmie Johnson DNF'd his first ever career Cup start at Charlotte in 2001. Same with Jeff Gordon at Atlanta in 1992. So just because they're not that good at their first start means that they're going to be mediocre trash for the remainder? That logic never made any sense to me. Was Chase Elliott any good when he was in the 25? I mean, he was considerably wheeling it like a madman when driving a car that's not very well funded, but nevertheless, he didn't really have that much to his Hendrick resume in the 25. He was just there to have that Cup feeling. Once he went to his sophomore year, he was consistently in the top 10 and top 5, contending for wins where he was quietly consistent. And now here he is, skyrocketing his stats when he came to the 9. So don't expect too much out of Jimmie Johnson. Do you really need to expect so much out of Jimmie Johnson in IndyCar? Is there really anything left for him to prove? He's just doing it for fun. He's just there to have a fun time for himself. He's not there to Dario Franchitti the shit out of IndyCar. He's not there to do it. Why do you think he's running a limited schedule? There is no championship for him to win. He's not running for championships anymore, so just leave him the fuck alone. All eyes, if I were to be honest, should be on Scott Dixon, a brand new upcoming 7-time champion, to tie AJ Foyt in this series. Because if you ask me, when it comes to championships and dynasties in IndyCar, Scott Dixon should be on your mind. Scott Dixon is also even Jimmie Johnson's teammate. So you guys need to keep your brain, your eyes, your ears on Scott Dixon. He already got a pretty damn good launch at 3rd place. And if you ask me, he could be our next winner at St. Petersburg, which I'll be going. It's gonna be fun to see this guy's quest for 7 with great interest, to quote Palpatine from Phantom Menace when he said to Anakin Skywalker, "We shall watch your career unfold with great interest." Or I think that's what he said, or the gist of what he was saying to Anakin Skywalker back in Episode 1 of Star Wars. So yeah, Jimmy's just there for fun. All your eyes should be on Scott Dixon. So yeah, big congrats to both Alexes today, Alex Palou and Alex Bowman. Finally, we get the 48 back in victory lane, and we get a first-time winner in IndyCar already in 2021. I'm already feeling the 2001-2011 vibes. Are you guys? We got a first-time winner in Michael McDowell in 2021 for NASCAR, and we got a first-time winner in IndyCar. I already knew there was going to be a big launch to IndyCar as soon as F1 at Bahrain was entertaining as hell to watch, when Max Verstappen, who was our winner today at Italy, was really challenging Lewis Hamilton for the win until he came up short. And now here we go. My prediction came true that we were going to have something quite stellar at Birmingham. Alex motherfucking Palou got his first ever career win in IndyCar. Honestly, I'm just glad that Jimmie Johnson didn't even finish last, so that's a milestone. And the fact that he didn't even crash out of the race. And even picked up 2 spots, 21st to 19th. And already a great start off for my two main IndyCar men, Will Power and Scott Dixon. Both of them finished in the podium behind the IndyCar Alex. As you can tell, I'm more ecstatic about the IndyCar race than the Richmond race, and that's not to say everything about the Richmond race was awful, but those couple of laps were pretty fun to watch, if I were to say the very least. I was on the edge of my seat. I thought Alex Bowman was going to choke away when he was going to try and pass, but no. The fucker came in clutch. He underestimated every last expectations set against him. He defied all expectations that were set against him. And if you guys are going to say, oh, Alex Bowman has more wins in the Ally 48 than Jimmy Johnson does. Okay, if we're going to mouth off like that, like an idiot, answer fucking this. How many wins does Mike Skinner have in the Lowe's 31 car compared to Jimmy Johnson's Lowe's 48 car? Even Robbie fucking Gordon, of all people, has more wins in the Lowe's 31 car than Mike Skinner. Bet no one could have come up with that, huh? And I bet no one could come up with the fact that Stacey Compton couldn't even do shit beyond 1 top 10 with Chad Knaus. Strange how that works. Maybe it just simply has to do with ill-timed circumstances for drivers, or perfect star alignments for other drivers as well. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not the expert on these things. You guys are. You guys should be answering my questions. Anyways, that's enough gab. I think I've made my point. Richmond was rather blah, mediocre at best. It wasn't really much to watch except for the closing laps. Birmingham was definitely a killer to watch. I loved every minute of it, even if my driver, Jimmy Johnson, didn't do much out of it. Oh, what's that? I'm enjoying IndyCar even though Jimmy Johnson's struggling? Wow, it's almost as if my ire towards 2018, 2019, 2020 had nothing to do with Jimmy Johnson struggling. And it's just that those seasons sucked. Super bad. Admit it, those seasons sucked. It never had anything to do with Jimmy Johnson struggling. I'm still enjoying IndyCar, even if Jimmy Johnson is not getting the best out of what people may overtly escalate their unrealistic expectations about him. Admit it, 2020, 2019 sucked as NASCAR seasons. They fucking sucked. It had nothing to do with Jimmy. Jimmy Johnson was just the gist. Just the sum up of why those years sucked. It never had to do with my frustration of Jimmy Johnson slumping or Kyle Busch sticking up shows. That shit is irrelevant. Just admit it, it's not that hard. It is not that hard to admit those years sucked. There. Made my point. Great day to be named Alex. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Richmond was painfully mediocre at best. Birmingham was damn fun to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed my little discussion. Spacing out.